Keep your head up, you'll be okay. A beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. Good times, sunshine, gonna be here in no time now. Bad times, gray skies, push them all away, turn them upside down. You're gonna break new ground, turn everything around. You're gonna live your life. There's a beautiful day headed your way. Keep your head up, you'll be okay. Beautiful day waiting for you. Just open your eyes, you'll see it's true. A beautiful
day. Welcome back to the Booga Box live stream. It's Monday. I hope everybody had a good weekend. So we're on to Medium Project Monday. Doing the final checks here. Everything's looking good. Like I said, I hope everybody had a good weekend. It wasn't all that great of a weekend here, but we kind of get into that, and nothing major. But all right, I believe everything is out and everything is ready. Wearing my crappy hat today. Just realized that. So hopefully everything's going good tonight. Everything on the live side's looking good. So, hey Barb, it's the Bard. How you doing tonight? So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and get started on working on this. Not saying what it is yet. We're going to get into it a little bit before I decide on saying what it is. But if you were last week, was it Thursday? I think I kind of talked about it a little bit. So, some might already have an idea on what it is. This is the actual center of it right now. You're okay? Well, that's good to hear. Hope you had a good weekend. So we're just going to kind of continue on here. I got a little started on it. I had to compromise a little bit. My original sizes that I wanted to use, I didn't have enough of. So, kind of just going with the flow. And hopefully it'll work out alright. In all reality, I think it's going to actually end up being a little bit better this way. It's cool, whatever it is. Yeah, you might be able to figure it out. Nothing major to it. It's kind of a small inlay per se. Okay, that should give me 4. Yeah. But yeah, I got off Thursday night and was doing pretty good Thursday night after our stream, and I woke up Friday morning and felt like crud. Me and the bathroom became very friendly throughout the weekend. Awesome, spin it with Nick and Thor. Cool. Yeah, me and the bathroom became quite acquainted. And I started actually feeling a little bit better Saturday, and then woke up Sunday feeling like crap again. I was like, what is going on here? And I finally figured out what it was. When I go to bed, I normally have a little snack and some orange juice. And no, I think it was bad orange juice. Let's see here. Yeah, alright. So yeah, because I woke up and it was almost all of Friday before I finally started feeling a little bit better Friday night. Then Saturday I was doing pretty good, and I didn't have no orange juice Saturday night though. It didn't dawn on me. And then Sunday night, yeah, the orange juice had a little bit of a taste, odd taste to it, but nothing major. But yeah, I wasn't gonna try it again. It's still within its date, but I do believe that's what it was the orange juice getting me. Let's see here. I'm going to go with another. I'm kind of freehanding this. I could have done a layout for it, but I decided not to. But yeah, yesterday wasn't as bad as Friday yesterday, but I still had half the day or so that I was just like, I just did not want to do anything. Alright, make sure I'm even here. Like I said, this is going to be the middle. This is the center of it. Start adding in some more color here. I'm actually trying to figure out. I could go a different way of doing this, but let's see here. And let's go ahead and just put in these parts. But other than that, the weekend went okay. We got all that, some snow Thursday night and Friday morning, but really wasn't all that much. And then, my daughter turned 22. My youngest, she had her birthday yesterday. So couldn't do a whole lot because I didn't feel like if I was like, I don't want to be away from the bathroom for more than half an hour right now. But other than that, I did get some stuff done Saturday, but it kind of threw off all my picture taking. I did not feel up to doing any pictures on Friday or Saturday. So I still need to get in and get that done. Alright, making sure like I said, I'm kind of eyeballing this, and I could have made a design and drew it out, and what if I want to do an inlay? Is there a way to color it in a chart? Chart it out first, graph paper? Yeah, that's what I originally used to do. I would, I don't even remember where I found them, but I found some graph papers that I could download and print off, and I would use colored pencils to color it in. That's one way. I did that for probably a couple years, actually, and it did a good job. Now I use the IGP program. I wish I could remember where the one was that was online, because there's the program you can download, and then there was somebody had an online version of it that I think had a little bit more updating to it. I'm not sure, but I never did save the link to it, so I need to find it again. Alright, so I'll put a blue one in the wrong spot there. It should have been silver. But they're actually somewhat easy. The biggest part is working on the graphic itself. Getting it, because basically when you're working in a graphics program, each pixel will represent one ring. If you should be able to use it on your phone for the online version that's out there. I wish I could remember where it was. I'll have to see if I can find that link again and post it up there. I use the main program on my computer now, but you can, if your phone can get online, I would imagine work, because it's a basic web layout. But you got to have your graphic ready before you put it in there, and that's where I will say that you will spend some time working on your graphic beforehand. Because, I mean, you got to think about it. If you're making even a fairly large one, a 100 ring by 100 rings, is basically 100 pixels. So your picture on your phone or computer is going to be pretty small, being it's only 100 by 100. So that can kind of, you know, sometimes you have to manipulate, well, most times you have to manipulate the picture before, if you find it, can you send the link? Yep, I'll do that, Barb. Yeah, I wish I would have put it in my favorites. I know it was about 2 months ago. I was like looking for it in my favorites and I couldn't find it anywhere. And I was like, I must not have saved it. Hopefully it's still around. I don't know who was doing it. It was a random link one time I hit somewhere. I'm sure it was within the chainmail community on Facebook, but not totally sure. I don't know why else I'd find it somewhere else other than there, but it's a pretty nifty program. It's got its issues. I don't know how the online one does. I threw in a little picture to give it a quick test and see how everything was going to work online. And the picture I'd already had ready is one I'd already used my IGP on the computer to convert. So I kind of already knew it would work. So I threw it in the program and it seemed to work just like I expected it to. Alright. So, oh yeah. Some background music going here. But yeah, if I find that link again, I'll try to look for it here in a little bit. And it comes in handy. There's also, I'll send you a link to, hey John, hey, is that it? That looks kind of familiar there. That one might be it there, Barb. The one John just posted. I don't think I can easily see if that's the one I was thinking of. Can I click on it without screwing up too much here? Oh, this is the downloaded program. Okay. Yeah, that's the link to the program you can download. Yeah, it's 12 years old now, but it still does a pretty good job. But I'll see if I can find that online version too. Like I said, it basically worked the same way. Going down, silver there. But then there's also another one I'll send you a link to. Was it Sneath? I want to say it was Sneath. I'm not quite sure. But he has a kind of a walkthrough. It's kind of a long read per se, but it can give you a lot of information when it comes to working with inlays that kind of make it nice. In some ways, it can make it harder depending on what kind of graphic you're going with. If it's something with a basic couple colors in it, it's the one that Mail Artisan recommend. Yeah, that's the one I use on my computer. Somebody had taken it and made a web version of that. I just don't remember who had done it and where it's at. So it's something you don't have to worry about installing. I don't know about saving the pictures and stuff afterwards. And I'm not sure if it'll give you a text readout. I know the computer version does. That's how I normally do almost all my inlays anymore is, you know, run them through another graphics program. I use GIMP to get my graphic how I want it, and if I need to change anything, I can narrow down the colors if I want to keep it within a certain color range. And then I've actually got my own palette chart in there that corresponds with chainmail rings and their colors. And then I get it all done through GIMP, and then I'll pull it into the IGPs and stuff. Mom, dude, you have a good night. That would be awesome. All right, Barb, you have a good night. Good to see you. Glad you stopped in. All right. Let's see. The silver one up there. It is a pretty nice program, but it has its issues, that's for sure. Can't do anything super large. Most things I've thrown at it have been okay. There have been one project I had to cut it in half, then put it through the program, and then I had to manually kind of remember how to kind of go through it after that point, after I got done with it. And made it in 2 parts, because I'm not sure. I know it crashes a lot depending on what you're throwing at it. And that was the biggest thing I kept having with it, was crashing. But come to find out, I was using, pictures to start with that were like 6,000 pixels wide. And IGP was like, nope, we're not going to do that. Which was probably good, because, 6,000 just wide. I can't imagine how big that thing would have been. But that was before I learned it and all that good stuff. But this one shouldn't be very big. I don't know if we'll get to the total width of it tonight. Doubtful, but I don't imagine it's going to take forever long to actually do this. And by next Monday, I'll kind of say what it is if nobody has guessed what it's going to be. But like I said, if you were here Thursday, it might have been Wednesday, I don't know. It kind of dawned on me. I was like, I've been wanting to do this for, I would say, 3-ish, probably a little more than 3 years now. It needs to be a silver. Broken 3 blades today, but hand saw away it. Some jumbo rings from jelly cubes today, so forth, so fine. Yeah, I'm sure that can happen, but you're making a giant beast there from the last pictures I had seen. I wish I could get that kind of wire and ring. Let's see here. Bottom one. Alright, stay in there, drawer. And we're at 3, and we gotta go basically making another square here right beside it. Probably should have just done longer strips, but like I said, I was kind of playing with it as I went to make sure it was going to do what I wanted to do and size-wise. And being that I didn't lay out anything for the most part. And then, again, finding the rings that were going to work for what I wanted it to do. I had, like, partial rings of everything I needed. I had the blue rings that I wanted, but I didn't have the silver. So I was like, okay, let's go a different way. Let's try a different size. Okay, I got plenty of silver, but no blue. I was like, well, I didn't have to be blue, but I got a ton of blue rings, so I was wanting to use them up. So that's where we're at. That's what we're going to do. Like I said, hopefully it'll come out pretty decent. Not exactly how I'd planned on it originally, but I'll flip back over. Not even sure how many total rings I'll end up using by the time I'm done. The original idea, I did have kind of a little more planned out and had a basic idea of rings. But before I got too far in it, I went looking to see if I had those rings, and sure enough, I didn't. Alright, so this one needs to be a silver. But I imagine this is probably... if I only work on it during the stream, I imagine it's going to be about a month project. Maybe just a bit more. If I get it any time off of stream, it might... let's see here. Alright, so I need a single off that one. But any off stream time, normally I'm trying to work on the Chiefs inlay, but alright, so there's that, and that makes us up to 4 and 3. Let's go ahead and pre-open a bunch of these real quick. Make it a little bit easier in a way. You know, not a whole bunch, but just a little handful so that they're ready to go. Once I figure out where I want it to go anyway. Let me check over here. Everything looks like it's going pretty good tonight. Must be having a good internet day. I'm having a 0.01 drop rate tonight, so everything's staying in the green. That's good. For the last few nights, last week was sucking internet-wise. I didn't get to check it last night. Didn't do my racing last night. Just wasn't sure if I could sit down for an endurance race for an hour without having to go meet my maker there. Probably could have by the time it all got said and done, but I was like, I might as well just hang out and not race this weekend. And then I'm not even sure if they ended up having the race or not. They might not have. I know the guy that normally runs it was having some issues, so I don't know if he ended up having it or not. Once I was like, I just don't know if I'll be able to. I kind of went off, started doing my own other thing. Working on the laser stuff. Got some coins. And we're back. False alarm. Good to see you, Barb. Oh, flip where you're supposed to be. Flip there, ring. So we're going to go get a couple more of these. And Wednesday night we are going to do paw prints again. I got the necklace done, but I want to go to a smaller version that I think I've pretty much narrowed down to my ring sizes. So we'll show those off Wednesday and show another. And then don't forget on Sunday, this coming Sunday, early afternoon stream. I'm thinking around 2. We're going to do a stream. It's going to be our 1-year anniversary for doing live streams. We're going to do a couple giveaways at least, hopefully, if we get enough people to show up. So don't forget to check us out on Sunday. It'll be a different day than we normally stream. So, alright. That makes us 4 and 4. Alright. That's good. But also don't forget to give us a like, give us a share, give us a shout out to everybody. Get more people here, and if we can get more people, we'll have more giveaways. Used to do it once a month. That's what I want to kind of get back to doing again. Yeah, my brain's having to think a little bit more since I don't have a layout and a chart for this. Which will probably make it take a little bit longer than normal also, but I didn't work on it much today to get that first square done, just to make sure I had these were going to work. That was my main concern. I've done things in this size and all that before, so it's not like I didn't think it would work, but I just wanted to double check it. And an upper. there'll be a point where it'll be just a bunch of the same color on the back side, if that helps anything. Okay. Oh, kicked all of them everywhere. I want that. Okay, get a few more opened here. Cause we still got a while tonight, don't we? We're only 20 minutes, 25 minutes in, so. At least wanted to get this square done, if not another. Alright, so next will be this row here. Yeah, I was right at the beginning. No, and then go this way, dummy. Put it in the right way, or it won't lay flat. But yeah, other than that, we kind of got nice the last couple days. Almost all the snow has melted. There's a few little spots here and there that haven't melted all the way yet, but that's more stuff that's hiding in the shadows. But it should be gone here by morning for sure, since I think we're only supposed to get down to like 55 or 50 tonight, so that'll be nice compared to how it has been here lately. Next few days actually supposed to be close to 70. Then rain Thursday, Friday, so that'll kind of blow, but alright, so that needs some more silver here. We'll do, it's just that one that we're missing there. And that even us up, yeah. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we had 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, yeah. So we've got a few more here to do. Come on, flip back where you need to be. Properly done there, ring. But yeah, I was laser etching up some coins. Got some brass plated and a couple different styles, so brass and chrome or copper. So I had some fun testing those out, and I didn't want to waste any, but it's bound to happen whenever you're trying new material. You've got to kind of get some test runs in it, make sure everything's going to work right. But then I should be able to start laser etching up some commemorative type coins. My plan is to try to do some for the seniors as their senior gift. They normally go and do some other things, which was kind of cool, but it's like they've been doing that for years, and they normally change it up every so often. And I figured, maybe they would like them. I don't know. So gonna try to do those up, and then a single up top. Right? Yeah. And this side will be open-ended. The only full square that's going to be fully enclosed was the center one. The rest will be open-ended. If that's another little hint, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're onto those. I think after, I would say for sure 2 more boxes, I think you'll start getting the idea of what it's supposed to be. Like I said, nothing major, but kind of a cool thing. I actually got asked about this 3 years ago, and I was like, you know what? I think that would be something I should do, and it'd be fairly easy. And then never did it. I put it off, put it off, put it off. And then when I was talking the other night about what I should do, it kind of dawned on me, hey, let me go ahead and do that. That's kind of a smaller project. It's kind of an inlay, but not necessarily. It's kind of along the same lines of way, in a way, as the chess and checkerboards, but not nearly as big. Hint, hint. And we'll doing this, and then we'll actually have some pieces that I'll have to do. I'm doing 10 of those. I do have one semi-ready, and that was more for testing purposes, so I could make sure it was going to fit on this. There's the silver up there. It will need a little bit of laser work done for them also. That's in my planned run for tomorrow. Down, one single down here. So I think we're 11 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 rows. This way right now. Make sure I'm getting the right one here. And I put that one in the wrong way. I know there's a weave out there for back and forth European foreign one by putting the ring in backwards. I can't remember what it's called though right offhand. I haven't built it either. Well, I take that back. I have many years ago. And as a playing thing, I never actually finished it off or anything like that. I just kind of went back and forth by doing it, flipping that ring around, just doing a 3 by wide European foreign one, and flip those every other ring around the other way. I should probably do a bracelet out of it at some point, but I found that I like the oops more, so out this way. Once I kind of figured out how to do oops, I really get a kick out of doing the oops. Oops, 4 and 1. Alright, so, and that should have been silver. I knew it as soon as I was putting it in there. It's like, that's not right. Where are you at? There you are. I think that's always going to be my biggest issue, is putting in the right ring in the right spot. Double checking, triple checking. Flip up and around. There you go. And then the single at the top. And once we do get close near getting to the end of it, I might have a little manipulating to do. I'm not sure yet, because I don't know until I actually get a width on here. And these are different ring sizes than I would normally use for what it will turn into eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I just need my center 7s. Guess it really wouldn't matter on my blue too much, because this won't have a silver border around it. And the blue will extend off. of this, so come on. Flip up there. Dang it. Get into your spot. And then I'll probably flip it around, do the same thing off the other side of the center square. And more hints here. What had a center square? I guess if you're older too, you might catch some of these references. If you were alive in the 70s. Let's see here, and then one more there. And then all these should be 7. We'll have to double check. But I believe that's where we're at. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Those are all good there. So we'll put the silver single. And then the silver up top. Okay, so there's that. Basically, the blues are the same. We're just not going to be edging silver over here. We'll continue out with the blue. But we're going to go ahead and flip around. Start working on this other side. You're basically going to do the same thing on this side. And let me go ahead and just pre-open some of these. I'm ready. And I won't have to grab it open and then try to make sure I put them through the right hole. I already have enough of a problem remembering that as is. But while I'm at it, I do want to thank everybody that drops by and checks it out. If you're watching us live or watch us later, it's all good. I know I've had people come back and watch it later and make comments and ask me questions a couple days from that stream going, hey, you had a stream, blah, blah, blah. You were doing this, blah, blah, blah. And if you ever have any questions about chainmail in general, if you're not into chainmail, I'll be more than happy to answer. And if you're into chainmail and still have questions, I'm more than happy to help you out as much as I can. Like I said, if anybody ever wants any help doing an inlay, just let me know. Contact me through the Booga box here, or if you're on my friends list, I know I've got a good chunk of chainmailers that are in my friends list, but also have another chunk that are just part of the Booga box, so check all that out. Keep updated. Like I said, Sunday, I need to make a post on about Sunday, this coming Sunday, the 20th. Will be our 1-year anniversary of doing live streams. And we should be at like a stream 160, I believe, by then. I'm going to double check it before we do Sunday, but I just spurted out water. Felt like a fountain. Tomorrow I've got a few orders of laser work to do. Then I've got a plan of what I need to do for this. And then I'll get into, got another couple hours planned of doing some testing. I'm hoping I can get it all done somewhat early enough where I can end up getting into my pictures tomorrow. I almost want to do it tonight, but it kind of depends on how everything flows tonight. Wife hadn't been feeling well today, so extra work there I got to do. Let's see, we'll start there. Hopefully she's doing a little better. She was sleeping when I came down for the stream. Well, I went up to change into my Monday stream shirt. I was wearing my holy working in the yard shirt earlier. Oh, wrong way again. No, I wasn't working in the yard today. Thought about it, and actually got out and did a little cleaning up on the car, checked all its fluids, Still having some type of issue with the radiator, though. It just, nobody can find a leak, but I'm losing radiator fluid. I don't know what the deal is. Alright, so I'm going to connect these two. So I went out there to check it and had to pop them off going, man, we just had it finally looked at again last week. Got another thermostat put in, hose replaced. But somewhere we are still losing coolant. It's starting to drive me bonkers. Because I ended up putting almost a half gallon in again today. And we shouldn't have been losing any from what we were told. And then this one, that'll make it. One, two, three, four, five, six. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Looks funny without the. I guess it will have. This side will have the silver bands on top and bottom though still. But for now, we're just going to work the blue. Maybe that'll make it quicker, and then I can just come back in and add my silver in. Could do it where I pre-close and hook up more rings at once, but sometimes that can take me longer, especially when I'm processing it all as I'm going. If I process too much at once, you know, it's like a computer. My brain will flip out and I'll have to reboot. One, two, three, four. So back onto these. But yeah, it's everything. Again, March hasn't gotten much better than February. Like I said, nothing major, just a lot of just pain in the butt stuff. It just takes up time when I'd much rather put the time into other places. One, two, three, four. I always sit there and wish, it's like, I wish there was 32 hours in a day, and then I'm like, no, I don't. I just find something else to fill it up with, and then I just still run out of time. Never ending. Double check over there. Not seeing anything, but everything's looking good, so that's good. And this side will be just like the other side we did. It'll be kind of open-ended. It won't have a silver on the outside edge. I'll have it on top and bottom, but not the outsides. If that's not another hint. One, two, three, and a single up top makes 4. I don't even know if the wife would know what this is, other than she knows I've talked about it before. But she might not catch on to what it is right off the bat. Like I said, I think early by next week for sure it will be able to be seen and know, so I'll announce what it is next week, unless, again, somebody can diagnose it now. Then I would be willing to say what it is. Okay, so... Two and a third. And then the single. Get to the right ones. Yeah, I was actually going through my drawer earlier today. I was looking for something else, totally. And I ended up coming across 3 things I had been looking for months. A laser pointer, my, what do they call this? Compass? Thing you make circles with. And then, we ended up buying more just last week, but you're only allowed so many trash bags per week for trash pickup. And, on occasion we'll have more, so we had to buy trash bag tags. And, I thought I couldn't find mine, so we ended up having to get some more a few weeks ago. And then I found my old pack that I had sitting here in my drawer, obviously. I was like, there's where they went all that time ago. Laser pointers, I didn't even think of were in my desk. I could have swore I put them in a different cabinet. So I ended up finding those, and I'd say that would be the only good thing if you want to call it good, but like I said, nothing super bad either. But hiccup. Where are we at anyway? 45 minutes? Sweet. We might be able to get onto another square, actually. Like I said, I think by the 4th square is when it'll start showing promise. So it's actually coming together pretty nicely. For a little bit of time that we're going to work on it tonight for our stream. We'll probably go over a little bit over an hour tonight for sure. Unless the wife hollers at me and needs me for something, but if she's still sleeping, she shouldn't need me for anything. And there go the dogs. They've been going nuts today. They've been outside longer because it's nicer. More dogs have been outside because it's nicer, and all the other normal earthian animals have been out today. So I watched some squirrels out there a little bit ago going nuts on our fence line. Seen a few of the stray cats around the neighborhood roaming around. That had the dogs barking earlier today. They were going crazy out there by the back of the fence line. And we got deep lots here. They're kind of skinny but long, so our backyard, goes back a pretty good distance, and then people behind us, they have the same amount of distance to their house before their road, so it's not huge, but they were back there just barking, going nuts, and looked out there, and there's a cat basically 2 fences away from them, but the fences come into a corner, so there's a 4-point corner. They're in this corner, and the cat was over here in this corner, so couldn't get to it, but they were barking up a storm at it. Alright, so that takes us up to 4. So on to this one. But they're going nuts again. Well, I think the time change has screwed up everybody's. I know my cats are like, what happened? We should be eating, but we're not. What's going on here? And we were getting dark out by 6. Now we're getting dark out by, I don't know, what was it last night, 7:30? I mean, I think it might actually still be a little bit light out right now. Not a ton, but Once it does get dark, though, that's when we'll start seeing the raccoons and the possums and all that. Being a nice day like we had today, I expect to see them out later tonight. Everybody going nuts, dogs, cats. Alright, so there's our 4, and that takes us up to 5 on that one. And we'll come back through and just add on the outside strips of silver there once we get out. I don't know if that made it any faster doing it this way compared to how we did it on the other side, but at least that way I shouldn't have any screw-ups and putting glue out too far. And they're going nuts out there. There must be some animal roaming for them to be barking like that already. Alright, so that takes us up to 5 on each. 2. Let's go ahead and get 8 of these, which takes up to our next row. 6, 7, 8. Hopefully I'm not missing any messages. I haven't seen any in a while. Sometimes, like I said, there was something new on Facebook too tonight, and I clicked OK on it before I actually read it, because I thought it was my normal OK screen for going to doing a live stream. And as soon as I got done, I was like, oh, that wasn't my normal. What did I just click OK to here, Facebook? I was like I help run the Facebook pages for band alumni, and you know they're always making changes to the groups and stuff. And now I had to go back through, learn the settings again today so I could make the changes, because now anybody can join the group without approving. And it's like, I don't like that, because we just want the alumni people, and we ended up having spammers spamming our board today, so I had to get in there and take care of that. Hopefully it will stop now. And there was before they made their changes, there was always some days where we have other people show up in there, but they had to be approved, and normally just they've been on Facebook for a week, and now they want to join your group. No, I don't think so. Especially when it's, I've been dealing with alumni for many years, so I know a lot of them. And being that I help out the band for many years, also, I know their names. Okay, and a single goes on the bottom of this one. Flip over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's well. Just making sure. So 8 more of these, and we should be good. Seven and 8. Trying to think of what this kind of looks like to me in a way. In a way, it kind of looks like a thing of lipstick to me, sitting sideways. And I will give it another hint. It will be square when done for the main body. the whole over thing might not end up being square. But the basic inlay, if you want to call it that, will be square. With our little squares being square amongst themselves. Where are we at here? 54, so we might not be getting into the next square. I thought maybe we would, but okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I just need my centers here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Hopefully I'm in view here. I didn't really look today to see if I'm centered. Been getting a little bit better, so it makes me not look as often anymore. And don't forget to check out Sean's stream over at Mailworks tonight. He normally streams at 9 o'clock Central Time. So if you happen to be on and want to see some more chain mail, see if he's on. I think he was on last night, but I never catch his Sunday nights because I'm normally busy Sunday night. So, alright, on to these, I guess. These will be a little bit simpler this time now, though. Make sure here. Yeah. Just align them. Just work up my line here. This will give us 3 squares done, though. I guess I did have 1 done before the stream. So I only got 2 squares done. But I'm not even sure how many rings are in a square. Over 100, I guess. Because it was a 12 by, not quite 12, maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, whatever 9 times 12 is. I guess that's close. And this will be the 3rd one of them. It's more math. Me and late night math don't work well. I tried doing some math last night again. Working on a graphic. Got the graphic done. Thought I had it all right. Pulled it into the laser program. And laser program was like, are you a doofus? And I was like, yes. Yes, I am. And it wouldn't let me finish. Had to go back through and start working on the graphic again. Because of math. I miscalculated and... What did I do here? Oh, duh. Alright, where you at, Closure? There you are. European form one doesn't work very well if you're not going through 4. Gets a little loose, a little loosey-goosey. And then I did it again. Why am I doing it, and how am I doing that? How can I miss going through 2? I can't count. 108, there you go. So 108 a square. Yeah, I could have pulled up the program and did it. Well, I could have done it in my head too, but then I would have that dumb look on my face for a moment while I'm going, math. I enjoy math, though, don't get me wrong. I liked math in high school a ton. I always helped the kids out with their math when they were in school, if they needed it, but I always liked math because math always, in math, you should really never get anything wrong because math checks itself. You work the problem the other way, You should get the same numbers no matter which way you work it. So that's why I've always liked math. It always took me a lot longer in school, but I always double check my math by working the problem backwards, and sure enough, it will tell you if you got it right or wrong. So I always had good luck in math in school. I like that. All right, on to the other side now. And we're just going to work up a seam here of this. We're going to get all this silver done. So basically our whole center row here is done. And like I said, we'll expand on each side to make it a bigger square. It's like one of those memes, like, how many squares do you see? How many squares will be in this when it's done? And hopefully it'll actually let me comment tonight and put a link to Mailworks. It wouldn't let me do that Thursday night for some reason. I want to try to put the Mailworks link in there, and it would not want to do it. The only thing it was going to let me do was copy paste, and that was going to take me forever to get over to the page and blah blah blah. So ended up skipping it, but most of our videos have a link to Sean over at Mailworks, so go make sure you go check his stuff out tonight. I don't know what he's going to be working on tonight. He's got a couple projects going too, so could be his Finnegan wake flag. And what was the other? Oh, he's still working on the Herbert. I think that's what he was working on. And then he was doing a. What was the other thing he was working on now? I forget. Oh, legs are getting tired sitting up here. Where we at? Just at our hour, so we'll get this one finished up here. And as a closing unit, we will kind of lay it out, and I will pull out the one other thing that will go along with this piece. Well, there'll actually be 10 of them, though not 10 are needed. And it doesn't have any laser work done on it yet. So, like I said, that'll be tomorrow, and right now it's just a mock-up piece to get my basic sizing that I needed. We'll show it, and I don't know, maybe we'll go ahead and say what it is at the end of the stream tonight, so then I can just call it what it is next week. Though we might work on it some Sunday. I don't know if I'm going to do any chainmail work on Sunday or not. We're just going to do a live stream giveaway or what yet. Still debating on that. Still trying to decide on what I wanted to fully do. And it might not be a super long stream. We might just go a little shorty if we'll get people and do a couple giveaways and be done for the night. Who knows? Sunday we will play by ear. But we will be back on Wednesday, for sure. Alright, so this is our basic unit. There will be no silver on this edge. And basically I'll repeat this up above and below. And then there will be little pieces that go on there like that. One at a time. Where do you want it? What do you want to play? It is a game. But yeah, I've still got laser etch up to do on these, but that's basically what we're working on. I don't know if I'm going to use a black tag on that or not, or if I'm going to even use those color mixtures. I wanted to kind of see what it was going to look like. Partially, and then like I said, I needed to get the size down. So we are going to go ahead and call it quits for tonight on this. And like I said, it's going to have 3 rows. not enclosed. If that gives you any more hints. If you happen to watch this video later and might know what it is, post what you think it might be. Maybe I should take a picture of it and put it on the web page too, going, hey, what is this? I don't necessarily think I could give it away, but you know. Oh, let me go ahead and flip over here. Back to full screen me. Unfortunately, you gotta see me. I still am getting used to that camera there. I'm not digging it all that much, but you know, it is what it is. But that is what we're gonna do for tonight. Looking good. Should look into mine. 9-man Morris. Should look into 9-man Morris. Okay, I had to reread that a couple times to make sure I was reading it right. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. So, I'll have to look into it. Not much here, but like I said, by next week we'll get a little bit more into it. And shouldn't take too long to fully do this project. So, that's why we're putting it on a medium project Mondays. But we're going to go ahead and call it quits for tonight. I do want to thank everybody again for joining us. Give us those likes. Give us those shares. Be sure to let people know about our special Sunday stream. Coming this Sunday on the 20th. We're going to do giveaways. If we can get... I'm looking for at least 4 people. If we can get 4 people or more, we'll do some giveaways. So, we will be back on Wednesday, 7:30, our normal start time. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday. So, hopefully we'll catch you on Thursday night. Or Wednesday night. And we're going to be working on... I'll give you a little preview here. Here's the necklace that I had gotten done. I can't tell on the camera how it's going to show. I've got a lobster clasp on it, but I think I'm going to pull that out because it's big enough where it can fit around without needing that. But that's the dog pedal, or the dog paw prints necklace I did. Like I said, I'm going to work on a smaller version of it. And I don't know if you can tell, I kind of redid some of the rings so they kind of hold their shape a little bit better on that. So we'll show it off again on Wednesday. So you all have a great night, and we will be back on Wednesday night. So have a great week. Peace.